Hello once again to my playing of Amnesia, the text-based mystery game. From 1984, I think. I'll need to double check on that one so I can stop telling you the wrong date if I'm wrong. Anyways, you will recall that in the last video, we learned a lot about ourselves. We died, and in so doing, we recovered a lot of our past. Then we went back and we had a flashback when we passed out in the sauna. Upon waking up from our waking nightmare, we were on the massage table. The friendly masseur gave us clothing, and yeah, now we're back in our room, where we received a telephone call that told us that people are waiting in the lobby to accompany me to my own wedding. There is a tuxedo on the bed, presumably for my wedding. So, okay. Let's go ahead and let's look in the book bag we got last episode. Matchbook. Wait. Look at address book. Okay, cool. I was afraid that was what... Because if you remember last episode, we were told that we had dropped something in the massage room. And I was scared for a second the address book is what we had dropped. And I guarantee you the address book is important. Okay, so now put on tuxedo. Oh, take off clothes. Put clothes in satchel. Ugh, why not? Clothes in book bag. Fine, jerk. Put on tuxedo. The sense partly of self-amazement, as though you were a matador getting dressed for the first time in a suit of lights, you put on the white tuxedo, the frilly shirt, the white bow tie, the pants, and everything else. Okay, leave room. You are just about to leave the room when you check your pocket to see if you remember to take the... Okay, we have the room key. You turn to the room and pick up anything else you think you ought to have. You decide to leave most of the hotel's possessions in the room. So apparently with a sense of morality. Okay, so we have everything that my character thinks we should have. Okay. Presumably we left the sheets, though. You leave the room and close the door behind you, and then you head down the corridor. One of the elevators arrives... Okay, so we get in right to the lobby. That was... So they're not even giving us the... At no point did they give us the option to go back to the massage room. Which sucks, by the way. But I don't know what we could have dropped. Ah, okay. You step out of the elevator, enter the lobby of the Thunderland Hotel, and the first thing you see is yourself looking elegantly sheepish in your white tuxedo, for the doors of the facing elevator are made of mirror glass. A TV sits next to the reception area and is playing to a man wearing a cowboy hat slumped in the high wing-back leather chair. He notices you and gestures for you to come to him. He's a tall, thin man with the expression of good humor, so forced that his smile seems to be achieved in the way some facelifts are, with little fishhooks pulling the flesh into place. His black suit hangs loosely on his spare frame, and a few strands of hair that have escaped the band of his black Stetson are the color of dirty khaki. His eyes are small and has a tendency to squint. The buckle of his belt spells out his name in big brass capitals, Luke. Johnny, my boy! Your dear old mother, God rest her soul, would be so proud of you now. He advances towards you grinning like a friendly skull, with his long, thin arms extended to embrace you. Before you can back away or offer any other protest, the embrace is completed. Not what you call warm, just a short symbolic collision between your torso and his, with him maintaining the same cadaverous grin all the while. Well, my boy, he asks, releasing you, are you feeling any better after your big toot? My what? Sure. Okay. Johnny boy, this is no time for any funny business. I gotta go down to this here rat cellar and fetch back that preacher. Meanwhile, you better go up to the chapel on the next floor. Jesus, okay. So the second floor has my wife, the little lady. I think she was starting to worry that she was going to leave her standing at the altar a second time. But I told her, honey, if that Cameron boy walks out on you this with another dumb excuse like the last one, he's going to have to answer to your daddy. And then, Johnny, I showed her what I was packing. Crap. Small handgun. Okay, so it's not exactly a shotgun wedding, but it's definitely a handgun wedding. So, yeah. Okay. He's memorably ugly. Glad to hear it, because I wouldn't want to have to do anything to make my little cactus blossom unhappy. You've given that poor gal enough trouble to last her a lifetime. From here on out, Mr. Know-It-All Cameron III, you're going to do right by my little Alice. Or my name ain't Luke Dudley. Which makes me think of Harry Potter, but this predates Harry Potter. Now scoot on up those stairs and give her some of that sweet talk you got the two of you into this situation. Agree. I said scoot, boy. When I say scoot, I'm not... Oh, God. I have a feel... Okay, so I went up automatic. I was scared if I did the wrong thing, he was going to shoot me. Okay, so... Gulp. All Faith Chapel. You enter the chapel, which is dim and fragrant with a mingled sense of flowers and candle wax. It seems to be deserted. Look around. 20 feet square, windowless, with a high coffered ceiling and terracotta floor. In the center of the room is a large round slab of marble, too low to dine at, but too high to be a coffee table. Grouped about it are pews of blown wood, lectern. General effect is that of, oh god, funeral parlor. High up on three of the walls, forming a kind of frieze, is the All Faith Chapel's chief claim to distinction, a much darker mural representing all the faiths of mankind, worshipping the Supreme Being. Painted, a plaque behind the lectern informs you, by 1938 by Maxfield Parrish, Christ, Moses, Muhammad, Buddha, Confucius, Martin Luther, and Mary Baker Eddy are represented sitting down at or standing about a table and waving their arms. That's weird. I'm pretty sure Mary Baker Eddy was the founder of the Christian Science thing. I'm not going to go into that. Anyways, approach marble thing. Ugh. Walk forward. Damn it. Walk in. Okay. Destroy, freeze. Fine. God, what am I supposed to do? Help. Does this help work? Ha! That's funny. Look around again. Slab of marble. That's what it was. Sit in pew. Stand up. Leave chapel. John, my darling, you're here. Woman in bridal gown. Cool. She's wearing a floor-length gown of creamed white satin trimmed with lace and taffeta. A veil of yellowed lace, ew, obscures her face. She's of average height and a well-proportioned figure, or a good dressmaker. Really, there's more to the wedding gown and veil in evidence than the woman. Isn't it wonderful? I've always wanted to be married in full bridal regalia. And even if there isn't a great crowd to see us, it's so much more solemn like this. Oh, my darling, take me in your arms, kiss me, make me yours. All right, take her in arms. In Australia, John, I know we will. It may be hard at first, but since we don't know either of us know anything about sheep ranches, or are they called farms? But we're young and strong and healthy, and our love will see us through the trials. After some moments of amorous silence, Alice, in a strong yet quavery voice, John, will you marry me now? It's as simple as yes or no.